year in the Horizon League.
Matt Mayers getting set to jump center against Rob Petty, and the tip controlled by the Mastodons. Damian Shanqui, no stranger to Robert Morris. He started Mount St. Mary's and helped lead them to the NCAA tournament just a season ago before transferring up to the Horizon League's Purdue Fort Wayne club. Shot clock is going crazy up there. The numbers are way off the mark, and now we get the violation. It was in the 30s and 40s for a second there, and then I looked up and it was down to 3.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that was done on purpose because they're using the tenth of a second.
Seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's no dot in between. Yeah.
No decimal point.
Decimal point.
Time to check the starting lineups, brought to you by 412 Winery, where their grapes may be grown in California and Chile, but their wines are handcrafted with tradition in Moon Township. A look at the starters for Robert Morris, as Jimmy said, Khalil Spear coming off a career-high 24-point effort in the 1-point loss to Cleveland State the other night. Here's Cam Farris from three-point land, and it rims out to Damian Shanqui, and he'll dribble drive the ball up the floor. The starters for Purdue Fort Wayne, also presented by 412 Winery. This is Pipkins inside the paint. Just barely got the pass to Rob Petty, and he's able to score.
Yeah, Rob Petty's really come on for Fort Wayne. He's having a real nice season for them.
Michael Green, the third, being worked on by Shanqui, and Shanqui will foul him, and that's going to be the first whistle of the ball game.
This is the first time Michael Green is actually taller than somebody that's guarding him, Chris. He's always been the smallest guy on the court, but Shanqui is even smaller than Michael Green. I think Mike Green's about 5'9", and Shanqui maybe 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, they have Green listed at 5'11", and Shanqui listed at 5'8", but I think you're right. Those are exaggerations, as we see another rim out on a deep shot. Bobby Planutis also used to play for Mount St. Mary's. He's in the lineup wearing number 0. Pipkins will send it over to the high right side, and a missed deep bomb by Jared Godfrey. Godfrey, their leading scorer at 17 plus per game. Farris cut off, sends it to Cheeks in the corner, and that one is a triple, and we have the first field goal of the game.
You know, Cheeks came to the Colonials with a reputation of being a slasher, and he's really worked on that outside shot, and he's becoming pretty consistent with it.
There's a 3 from the left corner this time. That's Bobby Planutis, the 6'6" redshirt senior out of Hazleton, Pennsylvania. Most recently, he was at St. Bonaventure after going to Mount St. Mary's.
Yeah, this is his third school, and he's always been a great shooter.
Underneath, Spear getting his first points of the game.
Again, that's Enoch Cheeks creating play with his slash to the basket, and he's really starting to come on offensively for the Colonials.
Shanqui too strong from the corner. Matt Mayers knocked the rebound down and got it to Enoch Cheeks. Cheeks out of Providence, Rhode Island, and Putnam Science Academy. Spear's pass punched away by Godfrey, but Spear gets it back. 3 minutes into the ball game now. Green with a hard dribble, but nowhere to throw.
Yeah, he got stuck underneath with the big trees. Tried to go throw a little bounce pass, I think, to Matt Mayers, but nice defense by Fort Wayne to drop in there.
There's head coach John Kaufman in his 8th season now with the Mastodons of Purdue Fort Wayne.
How about John Kaufman, Chris? Knocked off Indiana 2 years in a row. How about that? 16 and 17, 2016, 2017.
Sideline out of bounds violation, as Cam Farris did not keep his foot in bounds. Here's Andy Toole in his 12th season as the Pat Gallagher PGT Trucking head coach of the Robert Morris University Colonials out of the University of Pennsylvania. Coach Toole's had some major wins in his career too, including one over Kentucky in the building that used to be here, as we see the pull-up from Jalen Pipkins.
Yeah, Jalen Pipkins is a nice one-on-one player. He's got a good mid-range game, and that's exactly what he did right there. Just a nice pull-up inside the lane.
Spear lost the dribble. Godfrey with a steal. the finish down the left side from Pipkins, flying up to the rack.
Yeah, nice pass. Jared Godfrey also shows you he can not only score, beautiful bounce pass that time, and Pipkins with a nice, easy finish. Colonial's got to quit turning that ball over.
It cost them badly against Cleveland State the other night, Jim. They had 20 turnovers in that game. And now we see Farris from the high right wing stroke that one. It's a 1-point game again.
Yeah, he missed his first 2 threes because guys were challenging him for shots. I like when he shoots when there's nobody on him, more so than when there's a guy right in his face.
Deontay Billups, probably one of the best 6 men in the Horizon League. Maybe one of the tops in the country in there right now. This is Jalen Pipkins. And the pull-up from the left side for Planutis is off the mark. Cam Farris tracks it down. Robert Morris with a chance to take the lead here, trailing 9-8. This is Green cutting through.
Careless turnovers. It's not that they're still in the ball. It's just poor passing more than anything.
Michael Green the third at the free throw line. The transfer from Bryant, the native of the Bronx, New York. Shoots just under 70%. He missed that first attempt, but he gets the second, and the Colonials have tied the game at 9.
Michael Green is trying to fight his way out of a shooting slump. The kid is an excellent shooter, but last 3 games he's really shot poor percentage and just lost his confidence a bit. Just needs to make a couple baskets to get it going again.
Damian Chonqui with the ball up front with Jared Godfrey working right. Phillips in the corner. Godfrey gets it back, reverse layup, scores, and the Mastodons take a 2-point advantage.
Yeah, the time he beat Justin Winston, who just came in a game. You got to be ready to play when you come into the game, because Godfrey, he'll just take you right to the basket.
Now we're going to get an offensive foul here against the Colonials. It's going to be on Michael Green. That'll be the first against Robert Morris of the game.
I think Michael Green extended his arm right before he threw that pass. You don't usually get a offensive foul on a pass, but that time he got one on trying to get the ball into the low post. His left arm extended a little bit and pushed Chonqui away from him.
Chonqui has 1,000 points in his collegiate career, 950 of them scored at Mount St. Mary's in the Northeast Conference. Here's a runner that gets blocked, this time by Jerome Williams, who just came into the ball game for Robert Morris.
Jerome Williams saving a basket right there as Justin Winston got beat again off the dribble.
Godfrey gets it in quickly to Petty. Back to Godfrey from the corner with a touch.
He can score. You cannot let him get free like that. And that time Cam Farris got screened a little bit. He was late getting out there for his coverage.
Brandon Stone in for Robert Morris, the big guy wearing number 23 in white. There's Jerome Williams out of the left corner. And Justin Winston, they're all fresh into the ball game, and Winston's pass gets away over the end line. The Inside Scoop is presented by Perry's Ice Cream, the official ice cream of the RMU Colonials. Each of Robert Morris's 9 conference games at the UPMC Event Center here on this floor as a member of the Horizon League have been decided by 6 points or less. They've been in some tight ones, including 4 that have gone into overtime. And Jim, Robert Morris just 2-7 in those games.
Well, what's that tell you, Chris? It tells you just don't know how to win close games yet. They're a team that's in transition, and they haven't learned how to win really tight, tough games.
Ball up on the rack, deflected by Stone of Robert Morris, and the Colonials have the ball. Here's Winston up top. He'll take the 3. On the rebound off the missed shot, Jared Godfrey goes running 1-on-3. Godfrey bowled into Chase Cook. He's able to bounce off and get the triple from the outside left.
Colonials, Chase Cook, the backup point guard, was on the ground under the basket. So in essence, Purdue 4 Wayne was playing 5-on-4 and found the open guy.
There's Winston changing the move, going in with a throwdown with the right hand.
Boy, that's good to see Justin Winston go into the basket instead of shooting threes.
17-11. Inside out, they go for the 3 as you see the split screen replay. And now Petty misses the tap back. Robert Morris comes away with the basketball. Chase Cook on the left wing. Entry pass to Brandon Stone off of the block. Stone bangs his way in, throws the baby hook, but it won't go.
Colonials look a little tired out there, a little winded. They're not having a tough time coming down and finding their men, and that they're giving up open shots right now.
Billups misses from deep range.
Yeah, Andy Toole's going to have to go to his bench sooner than he wants to. This group looks kind of exhausted.
Here's Winston. Almost lost it. Cook. Williams. 7 to shoot. Winston with a little fancy dribbling. Now the shot clock working its way down against Penn State. Prior to that, when they were a Division II team, the Mastodons topped Gannon in Erie. Now that was all the way back in 1991.
Don't say all the way back. I was coaching then, Chris.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All the way back. When you were still on the other side of the floor.
And we both had a little bit of hair.
A lot more. You just stole my line, too. I was going to go there. Here's Pipkins in the lane with a spin move. Oh, that was sweet.
Yeah, Pipkins is a very talented young man, and if you let him get into the paint, he's going to kill you because he's got really nice range inside that paint.
Pipkins with 6 in this game so far. Colonials working on the perimeter. Now Cook tries to take it inside to Khalil Spear, but it got deflected. Spear holding his fingers as he runs back up the floor the other way. And here comes a flying lay-in by Bobby Planutis. He got undercut on the play, counted, and a big foul against the Colonials here.
Again, points off turnover. That's the 9th point off a turnover. Chase Cook threw it away. It leads to a fast break. Bobby Planutis with a nice finish.
Enoch Cheeks socked him right in the chest, knocked him over, committed the foul, his first of the game, team foul number 2 against Robert Morris. But now, the Mastodons have a 10-point lead and make that 11 as Planutis drains the free throw. He has not missed a foul shot this year, Jimmy, shooting 100%.
He's a really, really good shooter. That's always been his strength.
Out front, Michael Green. Cam Farris on the right wing now for the Colonials. Farris from the corner knocks down a 2-ball.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. If you're Purdue Fort Wayne coach John Kaufman, you can live with that. If the guy can beat you, if they can make those shots consistently, I mean, you got problems.
Sean Kui wide open at the foul line. Couldn't make that one go from 15. The Colonials come back with the ball. Fort Wayne playing some solid defense.
They are. They're very athletic. And there's a nice pass by Enoch Cheeks. Matt Mayer should have tried to score that.
Couldn't find the opening that he desired, so he sent it to Michael Green for a 3-point shot. That's a Clearview 3 for every 3-pointer made by RMU this season. Clearview Federal Credit Union donates $3 to the RMU Colonials Champions Fund.
Well, that's nice to see if you're Andy Toole watching Mike Green knock down 3 because he's a good 3-point shooter.
Short corner jumper on the fader this time for Jalen Pipkins out of Paris, Texas, the former Loyola Chicago star.
Yeah, Jalen Pipkins just backs you in with that body, and he can just shoot right over you.
Here's Paris from 3-point land again, and this time Planutis touched the ball last as he tried to deflect it from Matt Mayer's reach.
Yeah, Colonials don't look as sharp as they did the other night against Cleveland State. There's that shot by Cam Farris on the replay. And it's tipped out of bounds by Planutis. But Robert Morris, when Andy Toole went to his bench, Chris, kind of knocked away all the momentum that they had for the first 5 minutes of that game. But he has to go to the bench eventually. They just got to come in and do a better job.
He has 10 players in uniform, and that's it.
That's it. You know, and they all got to contribute. They're all playing, so they all have to contribute. But you have to be positive. Just don't come into the game and make mistakes, and that's kind of what the Colonial backups did there that first round of substitutions that Andy Toole made. Starting team is back in there, though.
I understand Damian Chancui, who knocked that ball out of bounds. His dad and his brother are here in Pittsburgh for the game this afternoon. As Khalil Spear turns into the lane and misses, and Mayer's tap won't go. It'll be Billups pulling down the rebound. The Mastodons marching back up the floor.
Yeah, Colonials have to get back to playing solid defense again. They're giving up too many easy shots, too much penetration.
Phillips again. This time his pass hit the side of the backboard, but he got it back. 8 on the shot clock. Wraparound handoff is going to be stolen by Michael Green. Colonials come 4 on 2. Green with a little shuffle of the wrist.
That's Michael Green's game right there. Get out in the open court. Doesn't matter how small you are. He's got that great body control, and then use that left hand. Nice finish by Michael Green. That's 5 points in a row for Mike Green. That's got to help his confidence.
Little sleight of hand layup there. Looked like a magician with a basketball, and the Colonials trailing right now 24-18. Green trying to keep his club in this thing. By the way, Bill Eck, Bobby Daw, and Josh White are the 3 officials working the game for the Horizon League this afternoon here in Pittsburgh. Godfrey ran out of bounds.
With a little help from Justin Winston, but referee saw it a different way. Godfrey thought he got pushed out of bounds.
Enoch Cheeks got a little twisted up and has to trot off the floor.
Well, if he can't go, that's going to really hurt the Colonials.
Gonna go check.
Yeah, he's going to the locker room.
Yeah, Lauren Lynn, the trainer of the Colonials, on her way down the tunnel as well. Cam Farris over to the right side, Khalil Spear. Green finds Jerron Williams, sets a screen.
Shot clock again, getting down there low, Chris. Good defense by Fort Wayne.
There is Williams. So they played both of the games in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen the Mastodons, and so far, pretty impressive. I thought they wouldn't be this good defensively, but they have been. Now let's see if they can sustain it.
Coming off a 10-point win, 71-61 at YSU the other night. From the corner, 3-ball rims out, missed this time for JoJo Peterson, who just checked into the ball game. And the Colonials clean the window with 7.5 to go here in the first half. Farris to Spear. Williams now to Winston.
Oh.
Back to Spear for the dunk.
Justin Winston with a beautiful feed that time. And I love the ball movement. That was the best offensive possession the Colonials have had this game. That looked more like the Colonial offense.
Deficit down to 4. Khalil Spear with his 4th point. Here's a tough leaner this time for Jared Godfrey, and he hits the deck as it goes down.
Yeah, Michael Green's got to try to prevent Godfrey. It's tough, easier said than done, but try to prevent him from getting into that paint. That time, him and Pipkins, when they get in that paint, they're really, really good.
Now a steal coming off the floor with it, Pipkins. Here he comes again. And this time Godfrey misses it. He already has 10 points in the game. On the rebound, Petty trying to throw it up over his shoulder and got fouled.
3 Colonials around Petty, and he gets the rebound. That shouldn't happen, Chris. Colonials they're not playing quite as hard as they did against Cleveland State the other night. Got to get better effort. It's going to be a long night for the Colonials. Long afternoon, I should say.
First shot off the mark by Petty. Let's take a look at the other end of the floor with Khalil Spear. A great ball movement and a great finish for Spear with a dunk.
Yeah, as I said before, that was all created because of the nice movement by the Colonials. Moving that ball, hitting the open guy. Got to make that extra pass, Chris. You have to commit yourself and be unselfish and say, hey, look, I got a decent shot I could take, but guy next to me got even a better shot.
Purdue Fort Wayne with a 7-point lead as Petty goes 1 for 2 from the line. As I mentioned, Jared Godfrey already with 10 points on the afternoon.
Now Colonials come in with Chase Cook, who a week ago was a walk-on. He's got a scholarship now, but he's got to come in and not make mistakes, Chris. He just sometimes he tries to do a little bit too much.
Spear to Cook, and Cook gets fouled. New man into the ball game for Purdue Fort Wayne is Cameron Benford, and his first contribution is a tweet.
Yeah. He reached in right away. As soon as he got in the game, he reaches in. That's poor defense and gets a foul.
Nice pass down underneath. Cook almost threw it away, got it back. Winston with some hesitation and a popper with a one hand.
Yeah, Justin Winston's really good around the basket. He's got variety of shots that he uses, and that was a real pretty finish.
Winston now with 4 points for Robert Morris. The Colonials trail by 5. Physical ball game so far. This is Billups trying to work his way inside to Benford. Back out, Pipkins. Hook shot, bounces it off the square.
Pipkins having a great night today. He's doing all his damage inside that paint. That blue paint you see, Robert Morris got to keep him out of there, and so far they have not.
He also now with 10 points. They have 2 guys in double figures already.
Yep. They don't have a great depth on this team, but their top 7 guys are really good.
Jump stop. Jerron Williams tried to take it up and got rejected, but he also got fouled on the play. It's going to be on Benford again. That's going to be his second.
Benford 6'8", 250, and he uses that body. He's picked up 2 quick ones here.
Jerron Williams at the free throw line. Place gets quiet. He rims it out. The Colonials have partnered with Brewer Airport Toyota to give away 20 tickets to every RMU home game this season for military, community, and other nonprofit organizations. Want your group to sit in the salute to community seats behind our bench? Well, then just pick up the phone. Call RMU's ticket hotline at 412-397-4949. Thanks to everybody at Brewer Airport Toyota, just up the street from the campus here at Robert Morris University. 29-23 ball game as Williams got the second free throw. Chonqui back in, Petty out front. Now the drive and the spin by Peterson. They find Planutis. There's a triple.
Well, you leave Bobby Planutis that open, that's like a layup for him. Even though it's a 3-point line, he's just deadly when there's nobody in his face.
Planutis now with 9 points. Khalil Spear. And his skip pass is intercepted by Jared Godfrey. Chonqui is going to be fouled by Chase Cook.
Yeah, Colonials are getting nothing from their bench here tonight, Chris. Just nothing but turnovers and mistakes. Robert Morris is going to have to try to hang in there to get through this first half. You don't want to fall too far behind because otherwise you'll be just trying to come from behind the whole game, which is very, very difficult to do. They're digging a hole for themselves.
And I realize that was a non-shooting foul, Jim, but you don't want to put these guys at the line. They're the number 1 foul shooting team in the Horizon League. They're number 6th in the entire NCAA.
That's a good point.
And a good block there by Jerron Williams. Then he gets his shot blocked. But he stuck with it, and he missed it, and Planutis ends up with a rebound.
There he is again, wide open, Chris.
Couldn't bang that one. Chase Cook got a hand on the ball, and Petty had it knocked away, but he saved it. Chonqui gets the diagonal pass and tries to make a dribble.
Big shot. They needed that badly, but again, they had to work really, really hard for that shot, those points.
Jerron Williams hits his first field goal of the game, and again, bodies tumbling all over the place here. They're really fighting for that basketball. It's going to be Chase Cook with a foul.
Yeah, he almost had a strip on Damian Chonqui, but got a little bit of the body, a little too much.
Hey, don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll have the UPMC halftime report presented by UPMC, of course, the official sports medicine partner of the RMU Colonials. We'll have stats, highlights, a look at the impact players in this game, all at halftime. And a good block that time for the Colonials as 2 men went in against Jared Godfrey to prevent him from scoring. And now at the other end of the floor, bodies fly again, foul called.
Yeah, that was a nice block by Khalil Spear, and that led to a little fast break opportunity. One of the few the Colonials have gotten tonight. Enoch Cheeks saw the seam, took it to the hoop strong, and drew the foul. Chris, you know what? Robert Morris will be happy to go in the locker room in single digits the way they've played here the first half. Maybe they can regroup, find some energy at halftime, because right now they're just struggling.
Enoch Cheeks knocks down his first free throw, and he just continues what he did the other night at the Chalk. He went 5 for 5 against Cleveland State, scored 12 points in that ball game, and he gets that free throw to fall here.
Yeah, he's starting to pick up his scoring. He's really turning into a nice ball player for the Colonials. He's only a sophomore.
Second shot, up and good. Robert Morris is down 7 with 1:39 to go in the first half.
Yeah, you got a D up here. Just play as hard as you can here for the last minute and a half, and then see if you can cut that lead down.
Pipkins tried to throw the bounce pass. It went right off of Justin Winston's leg. And the Mastodons will re-inbound with 16 on the possession clock. $1:27 left on the first half game clock. 35-28. Purdue Fort Wayne in the lead over Robert Morris. Their first meeting ever in Pittsburgh. Pipkins to Petty. Back to Pipkins. He tried to drive it down low, and he got decked, falling out over the baseline. We're going to get a foul call here against the Colonials. It's going to be on Williams.
Yeah, Jerron Williams. Tough matchup for him covering Pipkins. Pipkins is really quick and strong. Jerron Williams, not the fastest guy defensively.
Rob Petty gets it in. Underneath they go, and a bank shot by Gottfried won't fall.
Big possession here, Chris. They can keep themselves in this game with and you're going to get a
Crimson Tide for all the marbles tomorrow night in Indianapolis. And here's Enoch Cheeks out front for Robert Morris. We're down under a minute to go.
Yeah, smart move by John Kaufman. He goes zone.
Spear with a little pop shot from 6 feet away on the left side of the key.
Yeah, he thought he'd throw Robert Morris off a little bit, but Colonials went right into their zone offense and got a nice easy shot for Khalil Spear.
Yeah, 6. There's Chonqui, penetrates, gives off over to the left, and coming back into the key with the ball is Deontay Billups out of Moline, Illinois. And this time he has that pass knocked loose and a foul call. It's on Spear. It's his first.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope it's not his second foul to pick it up this late in the half, but it's only his first foul. So Robert Morris has to do a better job of not allowing middle penetration. That time Billups was able to get to the key again. They're doing all their damage in the middle of that key.
77.8% free throw shooter, and Billups delivers. Again, this is the #1 foul shooting team in the Horizon League, #6 across the country. They average 80.1% from the line.
Yeah, Colonials are doing them a favor by putting them on the line because they're allowing that penetration. And that penetration also leads to kickouts, too, for threes. And they've drained a nice percentage of threes here today also.
Purdue Fort Wayne's lead is back up to 7 with 38 seconds left. Colonials roll the ball in. Now the clock starts. Ferris being worked on by Peterson. Jerron Williams needs to get rid of it. Pipkins was all over him. Shot clock at 10. Cam Ferris with 2 men around him. Gets it inside. Winston with a hook, and it won't go. Rebound into the hands of Billups. 5 seconds left. They get it underneath. The layup is there. Score. Rob Petty knocks it in and gets the whistle to blow. And that one is on Cam Ferris of Robert Morris.
Well, that's a backbreaker for the Colonials. They got the shot they wanted on the offensive end. There it is right there. There's the foul on Cam Ferris. But they got the shot on the offensive end. They just missed it. And then they gambled at half court, Chris, and that caused a 5-on-4 the other end, and the easy shot for them.
Petty misses. 2 seconds left. Ferris with a half-court shot.
Need to adjust and play harder in the second half.
Matt Mayers getting set for the second half on the far side of play. Khalil Spear inbounds the ball right in front of our table, and Michael Green the third, and the Colonials have the first touch. And that ball is going to be popped out of the way by Jalen Pipkins into the seats. Colonials get to re-inbound with 20 on the shot clock. Cam Ferris finds Green. Spear sends it to Cheeks inside Matt Mayers. Back outside Ferris. Steps in. In and out. And the ball comes out off of the Colonials, Matt Mayers, and Purdue Fort Wayne will take over.
That was really good execution, though, by the Colonials. That's the kind of shot you want. You get Cam Ferris wide open at the top of the key. Generally, he'll bury that. Struggling a little bit here tonight so far with his shooting.
A 9-point Fort Wayne lead. And Damian Chonqui, the former Mount St. Mary's Mountaineer, squeezed in on the sideline. He tried to throw the ball off of Michael Green. Khalil Spear picks it up. Here comes Green. Stop and pop move, and it's good from 14.
That's a nice decision by Michael Green. Both defenders covered the wings. That left Mike Green wide open, and he has that nice little floater in the lane.
Michael Green now with 8 points. Here's Planutis wide open from the deep left corner, and he fails. Enoch Cheeks comes down with a rebound. And again, a turnover. And forward the ball goes, and an easy lay-in for Jared Godfrey.
Yeah, just a bad, unforced turnover. Enoch Cheeks trying to throw a home run ball down inside to somebody with maybe, I don't know if they were even open.
12 points now for Godfrey. Green wants the three. It's short. And Planutis knocks it into Jalen Pipkin's hands. Godfrey. Saved by Pipkins out of the corner. Nice twisting shot.
Yeah, once again, he was able to drive to the middle of the key and rise up over Cam Ferris and score. And it's like I said, you have to keep people out of that key.
Both Pipkins and Godfrey have a dozen. And we're going to get a foul here. It's going to be whistled against Jalen Pipkins out of Paris, Texas. Transfer from Loyola Chicago, the 6'4", 200-pound fifth-year player. It's another look at that twisting shot from the left elbow. Sweet move. Colonials just can't seem to get it inside.
No, not at all. This is all perimeter game right now. They're just got to hope that somebody can. Oh, nice pass.
There's Ferris on the twist move, the spin move, got it to Mayers right before he landed.
Yeah, that's not how you draw it up, Chris, but if you can get into the paint, you can do damage.
It's Mayers' first bucket of the game. And Damian Chonqui will answer quickly. He has 5. Left elbow Spear.
Yeah, Spear's going to draw a lot of attention when he gets his hands on the ball. And he's got to realize that.
Going to get a foul call here on Deontay Billups. It's going to be his second, team foul number 2 of the half, and that will give the possession of the ball to Robert Morris from the right wing inbound.
Now Godfrey and Pipkins are both out of the game right now. Maybe the Colonials can make a little headway here.
Ferris off of Spears' pick. Mayers to Cheeks. Ferris from deep range with 5 seconds left in the possession. And a little hand fighting in midair for that rebound. We're going to get a foul here. It's going to be on Bobby Planutis.
Yeah, nice effort that time by Matt Mayers. That's what you need. You got to battle. Can't just stand and watch. Ball goes up. You're not making that many shots. There's a lot of opportunities to grab offensive rebounds. Matt Mayers that time goes after it and gets the Colonials a second opportunity now.
First foul on Planutis, team foul number 3. I mentioned that Chonqui's family is here. Planutis' family has also spent the weekend here in western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio. We'll talk more about that in just a second. It's Jalen Williams. Jerron Williams. Over to Spear out front.
Again, shot clock getting down low.
1 second left. They're not going to get the shot off. That's the second shot clock violation against Robert Morris here today. I mentioned Bobby Planutis' family is here in town. Apparently they were over at Youngstown on Friday night for the 10-point Purdue Fort Wayne win against YSU. They stayed in town last night to see Bobby's brother playing for Mercyhurst over at Seton Hill University, which is in Greensburg, and now they're here at Robert Morris today on this Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, that's great. That can, the logistics can work out that way, where you can see both kids play in the same weekend.
Here he is, running to the rack, and this one gets deflected out by Michael Green III.
Now, Chris, so far the first 5 minutes, almost 4 minutes actually, but the Colonials have lost 2 points. They came out, looked good, little energy, scored a couple baskets early, and then all of a sudden they throw the ball away. Basket for Purdue Fort Wayne, and now it seems like Purdue Fort Wayne has gained all their momentum back again.
Godfrey to trigger from deep in the right corner. Chonqui, Godfrey. Chonqui again. Long this time off the heel. Cam Farris for Robert Morris. Jerron Williams to the baseline, back to Farris. Mayer swings it left to Green. Green goes inside into big traffic, couldn't convert. Godfrey for Purdue Fort Wayne. Smart thing to do, kick it back out.
Yeah, Cam Farris was doing a nice job. Good defense out of Clemson, no doubt.
He's at 9.5 points a game.
Now, this team is definitely guard-oriented, but they got some good guards that can really fill it up, and good one-on-one players. And then Damian Chong is the guy that has to distribute the ball to those guys. So they're a dangerous team. They can score. And now here today they're showing you how well they can defend.
And they can shoot foul shots. We know that.
Yeah, that's right.
We knew that coming into the ball game.
And that's important.
Spear, and got some gravity to work for him.
Yeah, maybe the Colonels have to try to may find something. I think they just put that play in the other day. It's like an isolation play for Khalil Spear.
That time Spear got the block on the drive by Godfrey. Khalil's good for a block, maybe 2 a game. Jerron Williams cut off inside. Chase Cook outside 3, rims out. Andy Toole kind of losing his mind over there on the bench.
Yeah, I don't think anybody went for the offensive rebound, and Coach Toole I'm sure he's been talking about effort for a long time here. You want to get back in the game, you got to go hard. There's a wide open man in the corner.
And that was Phillips who missed, but we get a call on the end line here.
Push
we'll
off.
A foul call against Jerron Williams out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. UT Martin transfer. 6'6", 210-pound senior. Justin Winston's going to check out of the ball game right now. Brandon Stone back in for Robert Morris. Played at Southmoreland High School here in the Pittsburgh area. He's from Alberton, and then transferred to Christ School in North Carolina to do some prep work before going to LaSalle, then transferring to Robert Morris. Lanutis out front with a handoff play to Jarvis Walker. Shot clock down to 6. Lanutis with a finger roll. Oh, what a tough shot.
Yeah, Bobby Planutis, he started when he was a freshman. He was strictly a specialist, 3-point specialist. Now he's made himself into a basketball player now. He's able to go to the basket and finish on a shot like that. That was nice.
That's his 11th point. Stone holding out front for Robert Morris, needs help, finds Farris.
3 guys in double figures, Chris, for Fort Wayne.
Shot clock down to 2. Cook is double teamed, in trouble in the corner. He throws the ball off the body of Rob Petty. And the Colonials are going to have 0.2 of a second with which to work, and that's it.
Yeah, I hope they have some type of out-of-bounds play here where they can try to get something inside.
Almost has to be an out-of-bounds alley-oop.
Yeah.
But Cook is so close to the edge of the backboard.
Maybe Khalil Spear coming down to the middle. There it is.
Shot clock violation. That wasn't enough time.
Wow. I think that 2 was 0.2, huh?
It was 0.2. 0.2 of a second.
Yeah.
Now that you've taught me how to read the shot clock in this place.
I don't know how to read it, but they told me how to what was going on, because I was like you. I thought there was something going wrong with the clock.
I didn't realize they got it down into the extra decimal point.
Yeah. George Garrigas was explaining that to me.
I'm glad he did. George has been keeping the clock here for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Planutis shoots the ball. It goes out of bounds before Petty could save it. George is he's like the Swiss master when it comes to timepieces. He does the clock here. He does the clock down at Pitt.
Yeah, he does different sports too.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's my accountant, which is a huge job.
Well, you better hope that he can count correctly then. I'll get you a little break here and there. That's George over the half-court table there, hiding behind the mask and the possession arrow. Catch him just across from us. Here's Green. Bounced right into Purdue Fort Wayne's hands. More like their toes, but they pick it up with their hands. And Godfrey tried to wrap around a pass to Cameron Benford, who got swatted out of bounds.
Yeah, that pass Godfrey just threw. If he makes that bounce pass there, it probably gets in. In the old days, we used to teach any pass inside the key's got to be a bounce pass because people were defending with their hands out to their sides. And guys have gotten away from that. You see more turnovers on deflections inside, I think, now.
Benford holding. Godfrey and now Planutis. Phillips off the bounce pass. Nice ball movement. They send it to the opposite side of the floor. And it's another air ball shot, but another foul called on Michael Green.
Yeah, that's on a three-point attempt. That's 4 fouls now on Michael Green. He's got to come out. Colonials just are dying out here, Chris, because now they're going to have to go to they already went to the backup point guard. Now Cam Ferris is going to come in. He's not even a point guard. He's going to try to run the point.
A rare miss from the free throw line. Jared Godfrey, 81% shooter, and again, the #1 Horizon League foul shooting team.
Wow.
2. He'll have another one.
I bet he hasn't done that all year. Missed 2 in a row.
I bet he's tired, too. 6'5" senior, 190 out of Atlanta, Georgia. 17.2 points, 4 rebounds a game, and 4 assists per game. He leads in the scoring and assist categories on this club. And he gets 1 of the 3. Jonquil returns, Godfrey's out.
This is their 3rd game on a 3-game road trip. You're right, Chris. He probably is a little tired, and Coach Kaufman recognizes that, and he takes him out for a little rest. Godfrey's going to go sit for a little bit and get a breather, and with a nice big 14-point lead.
They'll go home for their next 4 as we see Jerron Williams take a tumble but get the bucket to go. Colonials trail by 12, though.
You know, they don't seem to defend as well when Godfrey and Pipkins are not on the floor at the same time.
Nice wraparound bounce pass inside to Benford from Walker, but an offensive foul. Or, nope, sideline violation. Stepped out of bounds. My mistake.
Yeah, Colonials are down 12 right now. Got to get a good possession here. Got to get a good shot off. They need something to spark them. They need a couple stops and a couple baskets in a row. They haven't had any runs of any noteworthy runs this game.
Jerron Williams tries another pop, and it won't go down. Benford with a rebound. Jonquil with a run. Stop and go move, and the ball's going to be pinned on the side of the rim by Cam Ferris.
Yeah, he blocked the shot. Jonquil thinks it should be a goaltend. I'm not sure.
I think it was high enough. He wasn't over the cylinder when he hit it. There is Brandon Stone, who at 6'11" has the green light from three-point land.
Yeah, he can shoot it as well as anybody, and that's a beautiful three-point shot from the corner. Maybe that'll get the Colonials going. They got to get a stop here. Chris, this is the time of the game. Colonials, if they want to get back into it, they got to make their move now. They can't wait much longer.
Mastodons have the basketball as we return to play.
Coach Toole's going to switch to a zone, maybe try to surprise him. Maybe he knows he needs a stop on this possession here.
Jonquil, bounce pass to Godfrey, Planutis outside, and we're going to get 19 seconds left in the second period of play. And they're trying to hold on. We do understand that T.J. Watt has tied the all-time single-season sack record with 22.5 sacks. He's tied with Michael Strahan for the all-time lead right now.
That's pretty amazing.
Back to basketball. Rob Petty going up there and just jamming it. The Vermont transfer getting the dunk, and that puts Purdue Fort Wayne up by 11 as we look at it on the split screen.
Yeah, Colonials tried to go zone again against Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne was more prepared for it this time, and there's a steal, Chris.
This is Pipkins taking it from between the legs of the dribbler out front. Planutis goes inside out. Nice wraparound handoff. Petty couldn't get the finish off the assist from Godfrey, but they get the foul. And it's going to be on Brandon Stone.
And there it is. I didn't see a foul, but
He was on his back.
I guess he was.
Stone picks up his first. Rob Petty at the free throw line, the Vermont transfer from Indianapolis, Indiana.
It's a 70% free throw shooter, but Chris, that shot doesn't look like it'd be a 70%. I'm surprised. Kind of just one hands it up there and flips his wrist.
We got that second one.
Yeah, maybe he is a good free throw. I guess he is a good free throw shooter, shooting over 70. That's not bad.
12-point lead for Purdue Fort Wayne. We're halfway through the second half now.
Yeah, Colonials are trying to play without a point guard. This is going to be difficult.
Cam Ferris bouncing out front.
You get no penetration. Cam Ferris is going to have to try to get to the basket here.
Shot clock at 6. Stone at the elbow gives to Spear. Got away with a little extra step, and Spear gets the throwdown dunk.
Yeah, give credit to Brandon Stone on a beautiful feed from the high post. I thought Brandon was going to have to shoot it, and he saw Spear out of the corner of his eyes. Beautiful drop off.
Mastodons by 10.
Colonials again in that zone. Did a good job one time, not so good the other, and there's a trap in the corner.
With 4 seconds left on the shot clock, Pipkins airs one out. The Colonials come up with the ball, trying to make this a 3-possession game again. Here's Ferris. Cheeks with a quick pass to Stone up front, and now Jerron Williams. 9 minutes left in the game.
Nice pass.
Beautiful feed, Khalil Spear to Enoch Cheeks, and the lay-in.
Yeah, Colonials are making their move right now, Chris, and this is as good a time as any. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left.
Down 8 points. To the corner, Planutis. And it's off the mark, and Stone comes down with a loose ball, and the Colonials are back the other way now.
Every possession's huge the rest of the way in for the Colonials. They can't afford any kind of turnovers. You got to get a shot off each time.
Here's Stone, a little
got
punishment
fouled
inside.
Yeah,
there.
I thought he got fouled.
He'll get the putback though, and all of a sudden it is a 6-point basketball game.
Yeah, Brandon Stone has come in and given the Colonials a nice little boost on offense here.
Loose man in the corner, Planutis to Chong Kui out front, Godfrey. And Petty is there at the back.
6 and couldn't stop Petty on against the zone. They got an easy dunk. Two dunks for Petty. This has come in the game here again. He's been effective against the Colonial zone.
Petty has 10, Planutis with 11, 13 for Godfrey, and 12 for Pipkins as we see Brandon Stone lunging toward the rack and getting fouled.
Yeah, good move by the big fella. He gets into the paint, draws a foul.
It's on Bobby Planutis for the second time this afternoon. Brandon Stone gets to go to the free throw line, the LaSalle transfer. I don't know if Stone's been to the line this year yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That first one's okay.
I'll check it out. You are correct, sir.
That was his first one.
That was his first one of the year. You're 6'10". You should be going to the line a little bit more than that.
Well, he hasn't played all that much.
No, he hasn't.
He had a slow start to the year because of injury.
He's a guy who could really help the Colonials once he figures it out, what they're doing defensively. And running that offense because he's definitely got offensive skills. He's got a little jump hook. He's a really good outside shooter. He's a decent passer.
And those 2 free throws make it a 6-point game again.
Brandon's deficiency is his motor. You got to go hard all the time. He doesn't always go hard.
Free ball from the deep corner that time for Deontay Billups.
Yeah, that's big. Every time Colonials start knocking on the door, getting back into it, Fort Wayne hits a big shot. Billups hits a big 3 that time. Colonials just spinning their wheels right now.
9-point lead for Purdue Fort Wayne until Enoch Cheeks cuts it to 7 on the dribble drive.
Colonials are starting to score a little bit, but you can't exchange points right now. You got to get stops. They're not getting any stops, Chris.
Here's Petty again, trailing the play, and a beautiful left to right bounce pass in the lane that time by Jared Godfrey. Harrison Stone out front for Robert Morris. Colonials trailing by 9. Cheeks hops into the lane, contact, and a bucket.
Kind of a Euro step. Jump to the left, jump to the right, and was able to finish it.
Time Godfrey got away with a push-off on Cheeks.
Yeah, he sure did.
Now he goes into the corner, and that 3-pointer is off the mark, and it's rebounded by Brandon Stone of Robert Morris. Colonials are down 7 with 6:06 to go on a running game clock. Here's Cheeks trying to take it low again. He'll bounce it to Williams. Now to Ferris. 3 off the mark. Get it out.
Just a little bit too far out that time. He's got good range, but that was pretty far out.
Phillips with a stop and go. Godfrey over to the left side. JoJo Peterson is back in. Peterson from 14 off the mark, but Petty gets the rebound.
Yeah, Petty's become a factor here. He hadn't done a whole lot, but he's starting to pick up some stats, doing little things right now.
Godfrey off the bounce, misses, and Stone again cleans the window. The Colonials trailing by 7 with an opportunity here.
Yeah, it's still doable, Chris, but it's just everything's a struggle.
Ferris, baby hook, no. Spear, and the putback won't go, but he gets fouled on the play. Spear will go to the line for Robert Morris. And that's courtesy of JoJo Peterson.
There it is. There's Khalil Spear with a nice offensive rebound. And he definitely got fouled. Might be a good idea soon for Andy Toole to call a timeout. Just give this group's done a good job, these 5 that have been on the floor, just to give them a breather.
Spear, yes.
Sometimes Northeast Conference. Big jump switching conferences, and the Colonials have a long way to go. And they're going to stay in that zone that was been so-so. I mean, what they've done is slowed Fort Wayne down. They're not scoring so fast, Chris, on drives to the basket. They're making them work for their points.
Jonquay has it. Godfrey underneath Pipkins. Petty sends it out. Jonquay, 4 seconds left in the possession. They won't get the shot off, or will they? Yeah, they will.
Oh, man.
Yes, they will.
No, they might have to look at that. They may have to come over and look at that one.
They are going to do just that, the officials. They're trotting toward the monitor right now. As you take a look at the bench of John Kopman, the head coach of the Mastodons of Purdue Fort Wayne. Our officials working the game today are Bill Eck, Bobby Daw, and Josh Whites.
There's the replay. Is there a clock somewhere in this picture? I'm missing it. Oh, there it is, way back there. That was a good hoop, it looks like, Chris.
I'm thinking so, too.
Yeah.
Came off his fingertips with about 1/10 of a second. It is good. Pretty easy call.
Yeah. Yep. Big-time players. They make clutch plays.
There's Deontay Billups walking back into the fray. Cam Ferris getting set to inbound. The Colonials will bring it up full length, trailing 62-55. See the clock on the bottom of your screen, it's ticking. Michael Green to Spear down the lane, hits the bottom of the rim, and he'll be fouled on the play.
Boy, for some reason, the last couple of minutes now, the Colonials have been able to execute their offense beautifully. They're getting good looks at the basket. They're getting to the foul line now. Doesn't look so tough to get shots off against this Fort Wayne defense. Either Colonials are executing better or Fort Wayne's not playing as well defensively.
Rob Petty's first personal foul. Khalil Spear at the free throw line for Robert Morris. In and out.
Probably a combination of both things because, you know, you get that big lead, you have a tendency to let up defensively. And the Colonials are really getting some good looks.
Robert Morris needs every bucket it can get. Spear missed the first. Let's see what he does with his second shot. Got it.
Yeah, that's the problem when you're behind by 10, 12 points. Everything's important. You can't make too many mistakes. You can't have too many empty possessions. They call that in hockey, you're chasing the game. Colonials are always chasing the game.
John Quee pulls up. Petty couldn't stick it, but there's a whistle inside the lane, and a foul will be called against the Colonials here. It's going to be on Winston.
Yeah, Petty's really become a big factor here for Fort Wayne. He's been all over that glass.
Winston's first personal foul. Petty at the line. There's a look at Ra. He's from Indianapolis.
Got an unusual foul shot, but he's starting to make them. He gets in a rhythm, just drops it right through.
Planutis is going to come back in, and he'll replace the sixth man, Deontay Billups.
Short.
Spear with a rebound. Colonials with a chance here. They're down 7. 4 minutes left. Green across the top of the horn. Ferris to Spear now. Spear, sidearm pass, inside Cheeks, outside Ferris, three-pointer is off.
That was a good look. Good look. Good penetration by Enoch Cheeks. Good shot for Cam Ferris, just struggling a little bit today with his three.
John Quee to Planutis. Two former Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers. Pipkins came from Loyola of Chicago. Planutis, a deep tray, no good. He and Spear got tangled up.
Colonials have numbers here, 5-on-4. Chris, they should go now. Planutis was down on the floor. Colonials should have pushed it up, tried to score.
Green from the corner, got it to go.
Nice shot from Michael Green.
It's a 5-point ball game. The Colonials trying to fight for their lives here with under 3 minutes left.
Colonials are back man-to-man, so that's Pipkin. Oh, he's pushing off. Wow.
And he gets it to go. A nice looping jump shot.
Yeah, Andy Toole kind of agrees with me. He's telling the referee, showing him how Pipkins is pushing off on Cam Ferris.
Robert Morris still looking for its first Horizon League victory of the season. Here's Michael Green, a deep three-ball from Clearview.
Michael Green starting to heat up a little bit. Maybe got a little confidence going.
It's a 4-point lead for the Mastodons. Weaving layup try won't go.
I've never done that, or while we're doing games.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah, try it sometime.
I have him on my speed dial. Enoch Cheeks, Colonials needed that one, and they got it. Jim, it's down to a one-possession ball game with 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. The Colonials are in the midst of a 5-game homestand. This is the middle game. They have 2 more coming up against Wright State Thursday, Northern Kentucky on Saturday, but they need to get in the win column in the worst way.
Yeah, it's hard to get that first one, Chris. You can see it every time there's a chance to tie the game or go ahead, they just can't knock it down, and then they give up a basket on the other end. That's been a recurring theme for a while now.
It's a 2-point game right now, and Fort Wayne is feeling it.
Oh, almost had a steal.
Sean Quay drives in. And
Blocked.
that shot is out of bounds.
That was blocked by Khalil Spear.
That's his second block of the game by my tally.
10 seconds on the shot clock now, Chris. Here comes Khalil.
Maybe a fingertip, huh?
Yeah, he must have. I don't think you could shoot the ball out of bounds like that.
It looked like it was a pretty high arc. All right, 6 on the shot clock. Planutis. Oh,
man.
68-63, Purdue Fort Wayne.
That's huge. That's huge. That's what the veteran basketball player has been around a while.
14 points for Planutis. 93 seconds left in regulation. Here's Sparris with a floater. It hits the front rim and bounces out.
And then
There's
you get
going to be
a
a foul the other way. It's going to be on Jerron Williams of Robert Morris.
Oh, that Planutis basket is a killer. That's a dagger right there. I'll tell you what happened on that play, Chris, is Jerron Williams tried to deflect the ball as it was coming out to Planutis. Once you try to deflect the ball, now you're going to be late getting out there on the three-point shooter, a guy you don't want to leave alone. You know, it really isn't his fault. It's just a natural reaction. The ball's whizzing by you. You try to deflect it, but if you don't get it, you're going to be late.
Planutis at the free throw line at the other end of the floor. Again, this is the team you do not want to send to the line, and that's exactly what the Colonials have just done.
Yep.
Bobby now has 15 points in this game, going for his 16th. Change the number.
Yep. Yeah, he's definitely been a factor here today. We've seen him played against him enough times. Some days, some games he doesn't do much because you concentrate on not giving him threes. But today the Colonials left him open a few times, and he buried him, to his credit. And he buried the biggest shot of the game, I think, last about 15 seconds ago.
What was a 2-point game is now a 7-point game, and the Colonials turn the ball over, and Billups couldn't keep it in bounds. Colonials caught a break there with 1:17 to go.
That's for sure. Not a good turnover, Michael Green. He's trying to get used to playing that point full time.
Green back in play. 70-63, Fort Wayne on top. Green with a zigzag dribble, lost the ball again. Or you mean Purdue Fort Wayne's up 7.
Yeah, Purdue's up. Purdue Fort Wayne up.
From the corner, Green.
And like you said, they're one of the best foul shooting teams in the country. John Quee, 80% free throw shooter. He misses. Wow, they're opening the door just a crack for the Colonials. Let's see if the Colonials can step through here.
Williams brought it up the floor, got it into the point guard's hands. Now it's Cheeks outside. No! Phillips with a rebound. It got knocked loose, but saved by Godfrey. 40 seconds left. Now the Colonials playing some helter-skelter full-court defense, but Purdue Fort Wayne able to bring it up the floor. Now Cheeks is going to be called for a reach-in foul on Jalen Pipkins' dribble. And Pipkins is an 86% free throw shooter.
Yeah, each guy goes to the line, has a better numbers than the other guy.
Pipkins drains it. Time now for the Coors Light play of the game. Coors Light made to chill. Watch this. Planutis spinning and a finger roll.
Man, that's beautiful. And he shot that with his left hand also. One dribble getting to the basket.
He's had a good day playing in front of his family today here in Pittsburgh on the road. And Pipkins makes it a 72-65 Fort Wayne lead. And now Purdue Fort Wayne just watching Robert Morris come up the floor, and they blocked the shot of Cam Ferris. Yeah. Godfrey got his hands all over that rock.
Yeah, it's over, Chris. That'll do it.
21 seconds left. The guys in gold just trying to run out the clock, but Cam Ferris will foul Jared Godfrey, send him to the free throw line with 18 4/10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, real nice win here for Fort Wayne. Third game of a 3-game trip. They won last game.
There's their upcoming schedule. As we mentioned, they'll be home for 4. And I'm sure they'll be happy to be home. Robert Morris will play them in the third of those 4 games at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne. Shots for Godfrey are good. It's a 74-65 lead with 16 seconds left. Michael Green stumbled and fell, but we're going to get a call here. That's going to be on Damian Chancui for tripping him up. So still we have 14 and 6/10 seconds to play.
First, one bright spot tonight for the Colonials is this guy at the foul line right here hitting some shots from the outside. They really needed him. They need him to produce from the perimeter. And he hadn't been, but today he shot the ball pretty well. So maybe that'll give him some confidence for future games.
Down 8 points are the Colonials now, with Green having one more shot to go. Strokes both. 7-point lead. Purdue Fort Wayne just needs to inbound cleanly if they can. And Billups gets mugged. Take it down to the other end of the floor.
Now, Billups, he's in the 80s, but he's 77% free throw shooter, so that's still a pretty good number.
Andy Toole. Just checking things out on his bench, communicating with one of the backups. I'm not sure which.
Michael Green cut his knee a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You have to rub the blood off.
And tumbling that one in, Deontay Billups. Thanks for the good eyes there, Jim, because I wasn't sure if Michael was coming out of the ball game or not, but he was over with the trainer, Lauren Lynn. 2 shots for Billups, both shots good. Clock starts to spin, under 10 seconds to go. Cam Ferris will try to rush his way down the floor, and another foul is going to be called. Ferris actually ran into Godfrey.
Yeah, they're just trying to take away the 3, so they're playing a little bit tighter than you normally would. They don't care if the Colonials go to the line, shoot 2, or even get a layup right now. Really good effort, though, by Fort Wayne. They came in here and took this game from Robert Morris. Robert Morris was a dangerous team. They had played well against Cleveland State. And Fort Wayne just took their confidence right from the start.
Ferris misses, Cheek saves it, cross-court pass, Green 3, yes. 2 seconds left.
And then you lose the game anyway. But that would be a perfect ending for the type of year the Steelers have had, really.
I was going to say, here's how you feel. You're packing the gear away.
Yeah.
All right, this is the end of the ball game right